Historically, we've produced some beautiful Chardonnays, but we are very concerned, and so it is an investment on the scientific fact of global warming.
Winemaker James Robson is trying to stay one step ahead of climate change.
That vineyard is now too low, which means it's too hot.
He's planting a new vineyard on higher grounds on Mount Canobolas in Orange, because further down it's becoming increasingly unsuitable for his prized white wine crop that needs cooler temperatures.
But what we're really concerned about here is that with white wine or with Chardonnay, is that lower vineyard is being affected by climate change. The absolute advantage that Orange has is that as it gets hotter, we just keep moving up the hill.
If it's too hot, the grapes can be cooked on the vine and ruined. Moving the Chardonnay crop a few hundred metres up the mountain is an insurance policy against climate change in Australia. At this elevation, it can be between 2 to 3 degrees cooler than at vineyards further down the slopes. It's a long-term strategy. It could be a decade before a premium wine is made.
It's scary. You know, we're producing a fruit that is completely dictated by the climate. And a lot of people are saying that viticulture, which is the growing of grapes, is the canary in the coal mine for agriculture.
Baking hot days have always been part of the Australian story. But scientists warn that the climate is becoming warmer and drier. Analysis by the Independent Climate Council predicts that the economic costs of global warming in Australia could be monumental.
I would say it's the greatest challenge Australia faces. $100 billion a year in economic losses within the next 20 years or so. As we get through our children's lifetime, we're talking about a COVID-sized impact almost every year. You know, this is the scale of economic disruption.
For now, there's enough space for James Robson to plant new vines even further up the mountain to escape the impact of climate change. But other growers in Australia won't have that luxury. Phil Mercer, BBC News, Orange in New South Wales.